So this is the sewing part of our funnel corset. Now I have pasted all my pattern paper on my fabric. You can see the way I'm cutting it. So make sure you pin. Pin is very important when you're working with something like this. Even when you're working with clothes, pin is very, very important for you to pin. So I'm cutting everything on my fabric now. So just watch carefully the way I am cutting. Watch carefully the way I am cutting. You had 1/2 inches round on it. Add 1/2 inches round. Add 1/2 inches round on it. Guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more lovely video. So you see the way I am doing it. The only part that you don't have 1/2 inches is the whole part, but every other thing, and the side that I did not add 1/2 inches to the side because I've already added it on my pattern paper, so there's no need of adding. So you can see what I'm doing here. I come up by 2 inches, then I slant it like this because the outcome is always lovely. At the bustier area, that is what I did here. I come up at the bustier side, the side. I come up by 2 inches, then I slanted it. That's what I did there. So you cut it on your fabric also. You add 1/2 inch to the joining part, but don't add any inches to the side because I've already added my sewing allowance on the pattern paper. Yeah, I've already added my interfacing to it. I added my interfacing to it before cutting it on the fabric. So this is the back. I did the same thing at the back. So this is part, that is the front part, and that is the back. The cover, everything is there. My highlights, I have cut it, and the side. So make sure you number when you are working with something like this. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3 for the back. Same thing for the front. So this is how it's going to look after cutting. So now, this is the sewing part. This is how you are going to sew it. Don't forget I said you should write number on your fabric. Write number so that you will not make any mistakes. So that is the middle part. You join every side to each other. So I'm joining the 2 on the 1. Same thing in the left and same thing in the right. So you can see that's number 3. I'm joining the number 3 to number 2. Put the left side and put the right side. Make sure your number 1 is in the middle. So that is for the bustier area. I'm joining my bustier area also. This is what you are going to get after joining. You did the same thing on the lining. So this is the back side. You are going to do the same thing for the back. That's what I am doing here. You do the same thing for the back. So you can see that's my number 2. I'm joining my number 2 to number 3. That's my number 3 that I placed first. So I join my number 2 to it. Don't forget that this one is eyelet back. So where our eyelet is going to be, I did not join that one yet because it's going to have a bony channel there. So after this is when I sew the front. I have ironed it. So I'm trying to give it my shape. You can create any type of shape you want. You can create any type of shape you want for it. Create any type of shape you want. You see the shape that is on the video that you have just watched? That's what I'm trying to create here. The video there, you can see. So I've already got the shape I want. A conical shape. that's what I did here. So I want to do the same thing on the lining. You are going to do the same thing on the lining. Fold the fabric and the lining. That's what you are going to do. So I'm trying to lay everything together here. So though you can do it on your pattern paper before joining, but I think I love it this way. After sewing everything, I think I love it. After sewing everything, then I could reach my shape like this. So that is for the front. So you're going to do the same thing for the back. Do the same thing for the back. Do the same thing for the back. So you can see the way I did my back. That's how you're going to do it. I place the front to the back. And you're going to do the same thing on the lining of the back also. You will do the same thing on the lining of the back. So that is what I did here. So just be careful. Place everything, place them together. This is when I have sewn everything, I have ironed it. I did that off camera because I don't want the video to be too long. So you see, to iron is very, very important. Even when there was no light, I used my stove, I used my gas iron. So this is, I've already sewn my bust here. So I'm creating my bonnet channel now. I'm creating my bonnet channel. So make sure you create your bonnet channel. It's very important. Just be creative with your bonnet. Be creative with it. Be creative with it. These are all the lines that you are going to put your bonnet channel. So as you can see, you're going to put them like this. So on the chronicle side, you can see I added art stay to it to give it a good effect. I added art stay to it. Art stay. You can also use color stay, but if color stay is expensive, you can still use art stay. Art stay will still give you same results. So this is it. You're going to cut it for both sides, and same thing for the back also. So I used this one to cut for the other side. So this was me ironing it. You can see I am ironing the side. So this was me ironing it. So you do the same thing for the front. Though I have done the front, so this is the back that I am doing. So you trim any rough edges, you trim it off. So this is when I create my bonnet for my bustier area. You can see, just follow what I did here. I think I have the video of how to create bonnet channel. I have it, so if you don't really understand this, you can go and check it at my boss caging video. Is there? My boss caging video, you can check it. So here I am adding my hemi gum because I'm going to put my fiber to it. So I'm adding my hemi gum here. So I'm adding my fiber to it. This method is always good for me, so this is what I have been using. My bust caging is always lovely. So just use your fiber to do this. So you cut it the way I am doing. Just cut it the way I am doing and press it with your iron. Pressing is very important. To press, you can put your hem gum where you think is not laying very well. So make sure you press. Make sure you press very well. So this is my cloth stay that I'm using to cover it. I'm using my cloth stay to cover it. And that is my cloth stay here. So you can see when I iron it finish, this is what you're going to get. So you can see I am trying to put the front part of my bustier to it. You can see how lovely and how neat it is. So this is when I am placing them together, right side facing right side. So you're going to sew it all through, but make sure you pin. Make sure you pin it very well. Make sure you pin. So I've already done this off camera. I put my boning already. So this was when I sew my bust caging with my bustier. So this is when so make sure you trim the way I am trimming. Make sure you trim the way I am trimming. Make sure you trim the way I am trimming. So make sure you trim the way I am trimming here. You can see. You can see how it is. This is how it's going to be when you sew it finish. Now let's turn it. Let's turn it. So you can see I have turned it now. So after turning it, this is how it's going to give. So you see. So you see that. You see that. So you give it a good press. You give it a good press. You give it a good press. That's what I'm doing here. I'm giving it a good press. A very good one. Make sure you press it very well with your iron. Press it very well. Make sure you give it a good press while I'm doing it. You can see how lovely the bust area is given. You see how lovely the bust area is. See how lovely the bust area is. Very lovely. Very, very lovely. So I am ironing my boning here. Just watch carefully the way though I did not show how I mark this, but just watch the video carefully. With this video, you can know the way to place your bone, because I don't want my video to be too much. That is why. So you can see the nipple area, bust point area, the bust point area. If it is not giving you something like this, you can use your hand to create it. Just make sure you are doing it the way I am doing it. Though I notch it when I want to sew it, so that I'll be able to discover where my bust point area is. It's bust, under bust, yes. Sorry, I think it's under bust. Where your under bust area is. It has to give you something like this. So the under bust must have a shape like this. The under bust must have a shape like this. This is my first attempt of doing something like this, or doing funnel corsets. And you see how giving it is. We are still going to add boning in the upper part. I will show you where you are going to have the boning in the upper part. So for the down part of this bust area, just cut something like this, like a bias. Yeah, you're going to use it to fold it. So you see, I said you are going to add this boning in the upper part of this. So that is what I did here. You're going to add boning to it. So when you add boning to it, it's going to stand firm like this. It's going to stand firm. Don't forget to add boning to that up part. Boning to the up part. So this was when I'm taking my measurement for both front and back. So you place your fabric like the way I'm doing. You take your bust, you take your waist, and you take your hip length. So this was me arranging both the front and the back, the lining and the fabric. You can see the way I am doing it. I left half an inch for sewing parts after putting my boning in the up part. Though some people use bias, but I prefer to sew my own like this. Some people will sew it in, bias it, but I think I love it this way. But if you are working with a transparent corset, you can actually bias it. You can see when I'm saying pinning is very important. Make sure you pin very well. Make sure you pin. And make sure you pin very well. So you're going to sew it all the way around. You sew it all the way around and the down part also. You're going to sew it all the way around. You can see I did not. This was the finished look. This was the finished look. This was the finished look. So this was when I wear it to my children's party. So thank you for watching. So I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.